First, welcome to all the media. This is
Are we all ready with the cameras and everything, guys?
Okay, good. So good morning to all the journalists and media houses in the room. So karibu to KNAF in Mukuranga. Today is a big day for us. We're launching a new product. The product's name is called EasyBoard. And hopefully who I'm talking to today is also in the future customers. So whenever you need to put in a ceiling in your house or the house of your parents, think of KNAF. I think one of the nice things that you're also going to see is our plant. We're going to take you on a plant tour. And I think one of the biggest compliments that KNAF has ever gotten around their plant is someone said to me, it looks like a hospital, to visit a hospital, because normally industrial facilities don't look like hospitals. So I also hope after this I get feedback from you that you really liked our facilities and you leave as ambassadors for KNAF as well. So I think one of the things that I mentioned to you earlier on, the one responsibility that any manufacturer has is towards their customers, and also to ensure you sell a product and the promises one makes in promotional or media is exactly that a customer gets. And I think it's important that we make sure we understand when you buy the product, what that product can be used for, and if you don't know, also to be curious to understand what these products can do. So maybe a little bit about KNAF itself. So we are an international company, and we are very proud to be in Tanzania. Often I get the question, why Tanzania? So Tanzania naturally is linked to a lot of neighboring countries. That automatically becomes your market, number one. Number two is the gypsum, and our plant manager, when he takes you on the tour, will actually show you the gypsum stone that is available in Tanzania. Is also, there's ample stone, there's enough stone, and it's also very good quality stone. So that is also the second reason why KNAF is in Tanzania. And then it's a massive country with a lot of potential. I mean, you know the population of the country. You know that half the population is under the age of 15. So there's a massive market going into the future that KNAF can grow into in Tanzania. So again, a little bit about KNAF. We've got 40,000 employees, including the proud staff members that I have in this room is in the 40,000. We are present in 90 countries. So automatically that gives us access to best practice sharing. So we can learn from other countries can learn from us. And that also helps us when you will see the facility outside, because that is KNAF. So we've got more than 80 raw material operations. Like I said, the gypsum that we mine in Kiranji, that's where our mining facility is. And then we've got more than 300 facilities that make different KNAF products. And our turnover was around 12.5 million euro last year. So that's just a little bit about KNAF. Also, and this will be your second invitation to our KNAF facility will be next year, because we are extending our line. So we have sold out the current line, and now we are going to make the line bigger. And once the extension is completed to around March of next year, we will be the biggest facility in Sub-Sahara. And one thing as Tanzanians to be very proud of, that facility is in Tanzania. So I think that is something very nice to recognize in the future. So to around the tune of 62 billion shilling has been invested in Tanzania. And we've created 163 jobs at KNAF, and we are currently exporting to 8 countries surrounding us. And we've been around in Tanzania for about 9 years, but the plant, as I said earlier on, was commissioned in October of 2020. So that's just a bit about ourselves. So here is a sneak peek of our extension. So where we are now, if you can see the cursor, so this is where we are now. This is the current plant. So all the way out here is where the new plant is going to be erected. And I think one of the nice things that I heard yesterday, it will be the fastest line speed for knuff in Middle Eastern Africa. So that in itself is actually a nice compliment to the local staff to say in Middle Eastern Africa for knuff, I work at the fastest plant. So that in itself, it's going to be a nice recognition. So maybe a little bit about Knuff International. So some of you might know some of these projects. So proudly, if next time you fly through Terminal 3 of Julius Nyerere Airport, everything around you is Knuff. So again, that is something very proud, that makes us very proud. Johari Rutana, for any of you that has been to the hotel, the products used at the plant, at the hotel is also a Knuff product. And of course, I think what I've seen quite a lot is the new train going from Dar to Dodoma. So that station, a lot of Knuff products have been used. So there's a lot of products wherever you've been that you might not have known as from Knuff, but that is just also to show you how proud we are to build Tanzania together on all of these nice projects. So maybe just a little bit of what happens at this facility. So we also make our own powders, Bora exterior, Bora joint, and Bora finish. And then we do multiple products. I think 2 of the products that only we make is fire and moisture board. If you want fire and moisture board, you have to import it. And there I've seen it can be a bit of misleading communication on what is fire and moisture. So I think, you know, when a customer makes the decision on using fire or moisture board, just be curious when you buy that you understand what fire and moisture means. So if you look at the house, so everything in your house can actually be supplied by Knuff. From the profiling that you see, you know, like the silver strips, to the boards, to the ceiling boards, to fire and moisture boards, as well as the skimming products can be supplied by Knuff. Okay, so this I've touched on a little bit. So why are we in this room and why are we so excited that you are with us today? So our tagline, our new Knuff board is called Easy Board, because we want to make your life easy. We want to make the fundi's life easy. We want to make construction's life easy. We want to make the end user, that you might be a potential customer if you've not bought from us before, we want to make your life easy, because at Knuff, your life should be easy. We should be able to give you all those solutions. What we've also seen on boards, sometimes a fundi, and Juma can add on to this, he can't carry a board on his own. With this board will be the lightest board available in Tanzania. And then also a fundi can easily carry the board, for example, on his own. So you can imagine if there's an installation, also for the health and the welfare of the fundi to be able to carry this board will be the lightest board in the market. It will be a 9mm square board, like most of the boards that we have in the market. And what I've also seen that is a growing segment in Tanzania versus not present in Kenya, because Kenya is also one of the markets that we sell in, is decorative ceilings. And for instance, TV cabinets, built TV cabinets. So with this Easy Board, it's a very good board to use for decorative ceilings as well as for TV cabinets that people are starting to make. So there's a benefit for the distributor buying Easy Board, because he can now load more on the back of the truck because the board is lighter. And then for the end user and the fundi, for example, there's also a benefit because this board is lighter. And I think, Juma, we should, when we go inside for the demo, use some of the media to test. So we will give you a few boards, and then you tell us whether we're right to say Easy Board is the lightest board that we have in our product range. So as our tagline says, or our slogan, Build on Us, we are here to build the country with Tanzanians, with the Gen Zs, with the millennials, with all of the young people, the government. We are proud to be in Tanzania. We are proud to staff Tanzanians. And Knuff would not invest further in a country if we didn't believe in the country and the future of this country. So my call to everybody in the room is, let's build together, let's build on us. KNAF is here to build with you and to build with your families. So that was it. So